And right now I'm going to talk to you about African herbal remedies. Now, I'm an expert in Western herbal medicine. The African herbal remedy that I'm most familiar with is a very nice tea called rooibos, also known as an African red bush tea. And rooibos is a lovely beverage, and it has many health-promoting benefits. And the idea here is that in terms of our ancestry, it's estimated that our ancestors ate 157 different types of plants.
One of my favorite natural remedies to use is actually ginger. The best to use is some fresh ginger, but if you're unable to get fresh ginger or it's a little bit too spicy for you to either chew on or to make a strong tea out of, you can get a ginger capsule. Make sure when you open the container up that you get a strong tingle, that smell of the ginger in there with a strong component of the gingerols, which is one of the essential oils is contained in ginger.
I like the idea of letting the body heal itself with something natural.
I used to take a pain pill before I went bowling. I no longer have to take the pain pill. It works wonderfully.
I went from taking 40, 50 Vicodin a week to 2 or 3 a week. There's nothing else like it.
Jumping for rebounds like he's never jumped, running normally like he's never run, and at the end of the games, we asked him, how you feeling, Jason? And he said, you know what? I don't hurt anymore. I mean, you can't put a price on that.
It's so new, so great, so wonderful. There is an immediate autonomic nervous system response within 5 minutes. And that is powerful scientific information.
Within 5 minutes, we actually see people having better range of motion and decreased discomfort.
My mother-in-law, within minutes, got rid of leg pain that she'd had for over 12 years.
Right when it hit the left shoulder is when the pain went away. And it went from here to 50% reduction to 100% reduction on the third try. That's wild. Yeah, excellent. And I'm a nurse too. And you know, being in the health field, you know, I understand the concept of the reduction of pain and the heat and the inflammation process. And for this to work as instantaneous as it did, there's nothing else like it.
Nothing has compared. No medications, no therapies, no anything.
I wake up in the morning and I pray, pray, pray. I get down on my knees and I pray, pray, pray. Thanking the Father for the brand new day. Thanking the Lord because He keeps me. Stamina, 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 stamina. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man. Stamina, 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 stamina. God bless you and I love you.
Hello, my name is Amrik Sekal. I have been watching Dr. Ram for the last 2.5 years, and about a year ago I became very interested in meeting him because his recommendations and all the marmas he was telling on the TV were excellent, you know. And when I met him, you know, he diagnosed me, he gave me medicines about cholesterol, blood pressure, and about digestion, you know. I have been using them for the last 9 months. About 2 weeks ago, I went to my cardiologist, and he was amazed to see my results, you know. My blood pressure is normal now, and my heart circulation is very good.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eric Sayre. In this segment, we're going to be talking about some of the herbal or nutritional types of things that can be used to treat low back strains. Got a couple of different types here. We find that certain herbs will work better for other people than, will work really well for some people and not for other people. So I tell my patients, you might try this brand. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, we can try a couple different types of brands just to find out which works better for the person. They're just muscle relaxants. They're not the type that might be like prescription. They don't knock a person out. They can still operate heavy equipment. They can still do what they need to. It just takes the edge off and calms their muscles down. A lot of people even use them as sleep aids.
The materials that you can use are herbs such as the hawthorn berry or shanza, the asparagus, dandelion leaf, cinnamon bark. Obviously, these are both very serious medical problems that need to be evaluated by a professional whenever possible. But there's a number of herbs that are very effective for one or the other, and some even for both. So some of these you'll need to find from your local herb store. So the first one I want to talk about
remedies that you can use for joint pain. Everything from the occasional twinge to more serious concerns. Eating what you see advertised can certainly hurt you. In our great-great-great-grandparents' time, old-fashioned food was all organic. Commercial food may seem cheap, but in real terms, it costs you more. If you like celery, you can eat unlimited amounts. You can also use celery seed in cooking, especially in place of salt. Try to have something raw every day, for instance, salad in summertime, or...
Let's begin by talking about how pain works in the body. First of all, there are two enzymes known as cyclooxygenase 1 and 2, or COX-1 and 2 for short. And these enzymes have some important roles in how pain progresses. COX-1 is an enzyme involved in housekeeping. It has many important functions, and you don't really want to stop it from working. COX-2 is an enzyme that's involved in inflammatory response. So, for example, if you get into an accident or you have an injury, your body is going to create inflammation, which helps bring blood to the area and helps increase healing. The problem is, when you don't have an injury like that, you really don't want a lot of inflammation going on. And when that COX-2 enzyme is active, you might get long-term inflammation.
I wake up in the morning and I pray, pray, pray. I get down on my knees and I pray, pray, pray. Thanking the Father for the brand new day. Thanking the Lord because He gives me stamina, 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 stamina. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man. Stamina, 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 stamina. God bless you and I love you.
Are you suffering from arthritis? Is your life hampered by persistent pain in your joints, neck, wrists, elbows, knees, and fingers? You don't have to suffer forever. Time to say goodbye to arthritis pain and say hello to a happier, more enjoyable life. Come visit us today for more details.
At the Trevor Naturalized Herbal Clinic, the place where everyone gets well. Right, one of the nicest places in Trinidad Clinic. People are getting well at the Trevor Naturalized Herbal Clinic. God bless you and I love you.
Hello, my name is Amrik Sekal. I have been watching the program for the last 2.5 years, and about a year ago I became very interested in meeting him because his recommendations and all the marmas he was telling on the TV were excellent, you know. And when I met him, you know, he diagnosed me. He gave me medicines about cholesterol, blood pressure, and about digestion, you know. I have been using them for the last 9 months. About 2 weeks ago, I went to my cardiologist, and he was amazed to see my results, you know. My blood pressure is normal now, and my heart circulation is very good.
I like the idea of letting the body heal itself with something natural.
I used to take a pain pill before I went bowling. I no longer have to take the pain pill. It works wonderfully.
I went from taking 40, 50 Vicodin a week to 2 or 3 a week.
There's nothing else like it.
I wake up in the morning and I pray, pray, pray. I get down on my knees and I pray, pray, pray. Thanking the Father for the brand new day. Thanking the Lord because He gives me stamina, 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 stamina. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man. I'm a stamina man.